Mother. I love these words.
Big Brother After Dark. An all-new episode is coming up next, right here, only on TVGN.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
BBAD.
Are you ready to expect the unexpected? Hi, I'm Julie Chen, and welcome to Big Brother After Dark, exclusively on TVGN, the only place on TV where you can watch Big Brother After Dark completely live 7 nights a week. Big Brother After Dark starts now on TVGN.
Hey, I noticed also with the pictures of you rub these, they fade away because they're, yeah, so I'm like...
Because they were printed by a...
Well, they can't have any gloss on it.
They're like watercolor.
Dude, so I've been watching Brittany on here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like watching her move around. And like, I had told her last night that I wanted to talk to her. And I never got to talk to her. And then I told her today that I wanted to like talk to her when she got a chance. I still haven't gotten a chance to talk to her.
Well, she'll come up later, I'm sure, because she's been slowly warming up to the idea of working with you.
I know, dude, but I'm watching her because it's like...
Yeah, I know, but we need to double work this.
I know, dude, I'm like...
I think we need her vote.
I don't know.
She says that she's close to Pal after everything that just happened. Like, it brought them closer together, so...
She said that?
Yeah, And she's like, Pal and her have worked out all their differences now, and that they know that they're not enemies. Because Pal is standing by the fact that she did not throw the competition.
Look at this shit again. Dude, I have like a stupid, I'm like sitting there, I like this girl now. Mm-hmm. Like this girl. So I'm like literally like I don't even want to talk game with her. I want her to come up and be like, hey, let's just get to know each other. Mm-hmm. God, man.
Well, just so you know, I'm telling Zach that I'm 100% on his side.
That's fine, too.
And I am 0% on his side.
That's fine. I don't care.
But I have to. Just because that he said at the meeting, so.
Hey. Oh my God, Frankie. I'm fucking...
I'll tell her to go make me something in the kitchen.
Dude, hey.
With her top off.
Dude, I'm literally like,
Losing your mind?
Oh, I can't even put words to it, bro.
Losing your mind?
No, I'm not losing my mind. Like, I like her. Legitimately like her.
I know.
Like her.
Cody, please go to the diary room.
That was scary and loud. All right, I love you. Yeah. I'm going to go tell her to take her top off and make me some dinner.
Tell her that I like her.
Okay, well.
Yes. Stretches your quads out.
How many is that?
This is 6.
Oh my God, if I get hit by one more.
8. This is 9. No.
Man. So suppose that last one. Hey, don't. Brittany! What are you doing?
Eat mints.
Like black pepper. Shut up. That is nuts.
Try it.
No, man.
You'll stick a toe in your mouth.
But not an ant, man.
What?
Oh no, what did Amber tell you to do next time?
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, they'll remember you.
Are you going to say, it's my turn to shine?
It's my
And
turn
then
to
do
shine
that.
again.
Hey!
They'll remember you.
You don't know, girl. You don't know what's going to happen. Don't go giving up.
I don't give up. I'm just positive, boo.
Good, then stay positive.
If I give up, I'll... Yeah! Your freaking blonde hair! Your stupid nose ring! I hate your big hair!
Oh my gosh. Please don't go crazy.
No, not me. That was my... I let it all out.
That was her Alex.
Oh, you let Alex out too?
We all have a little inner Alex
Yeah.
today.
What's your Alex? Show us.
Boing.
Oh, let me go spot my man. Khalib.
He doesn't need help.
Kaylee.
I'm here for you. Huh? I'm here for you.
Waleed.
I gotta support my man.
I love that dude.
My goodness, you look so strapping with that weight above your chest.
Oh my god. I know what I'm gonna do. Everybody has to record.
I'm pretty sure that if
Like, you guys
he couldn't do it, I would probably not help at all. It's actually easy to spot. What you have to do is pull back with your body.
DJ, I'm gonna play everyone's voice.
Oh, that'll be smooth.
I'm gonna do that.
You got a good nap, didn't you?
No.
You gotta do it in your two voices.
I kept trying to rock you. You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I want to rock with you on the hammock.
Yeah. Shake it. Casa on my hand. Oh, ho. I said she ain't no.
Oh, we heard.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
we all heard.
Come on, that was pretty good. Hayden. Hayden, how do I take that? Hayden, that was good.
It's a compliment, kind of.
That's the only thing I can see rhyming.
She's a good mom. She ain't no mom.
I don't know. I'm trying to save her, Lord. I just don't know. It just, you got anything more? Help me. I'm drowning. Where did we find you? You pumped my leg, my booty. You just gave me a weird compliment.
I'm just trying to rhyme.
I don't know. Guess I'll roll with it. I rode with it. You're in the boat when the boat tipped over. Now Victoria reappears after the workout. Oh, let me get some more water. Yeah. Shoot, I'm not working out with them no more.
That's so funny.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
Get it right.
Get it right. Get it.
Right. Get it right.
Two,
Guys do squats too. Damn.
three. I like squats. Man, my best friend, her calf muscles are like rocks. Rocks.
Give me some.
Yes, ma'am.
For I'll eat some tomorrow.
No, I'll make you fresh fish.
Frankie,
So one,
I want you to grill me fish for Wednesday
Two.
night. I'll take one. If I don't eat it, I'll eat it tomorrow afternoon.
Do you guys think Slop's gonna be over this time at Wednesday
Three.
at midnight?
Yeah.
Did
I
they
do.
tell you that?
So I really feel nauseous.
Because I can't remember anybody ever being on stop during an HOH comp. Can you?
No.
Yeah, I thought. But
they are?
here's my only thing is they could just make you guys go until a have-not competition next week. I have no idea, obviously. But...
Make us do for what, 10 days?
Who wants fish? You want
no,
fish?
it would be a week. When did you get on?
Fish?
Saturday.
Exactly. We had a
You girls
competition
want
on
fish?
Saturday.
I don't think they're going to do a have-not comp until Battle of the Block's gone.
How about
You don't think so?
Hayden?
Well, I think they would love to, but I don't think it's enough time to produce all that film.
I just don't think that they would let you on it for less than a week.
Hayden?
I
have
think
no
the only
idea,
reason they did is because they
but-
told us it was because of the 4th of July.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know, though. I have no idea.
Well, I really hope you're wrong.
Me too.
Leave it
No,
at
he
that.
says that it's fine. No, he says take it.
Because we actually had it, even Cody was saying it, we had it worse this week than they had it last week.
Well, you guys also got extra food
What did he want
that
to know?
they didn't have.
Right.
So it's kind of almost... It's
Well,
weird
I
because it's changing every time.
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
I want to know the sign for America. Leave me
That's
alone.
assault. He assaulted me. Well, wasn't quite assault.
No one believes
Maybe
that.
a little love tap.
No one believes that.
No one believes that. Just like, that petite homosexual assaulted me. God, my feet are disgusting.
You got pretty big feet.
Huge biscuit feet.
What size are they?
They're 11.
Uh-huh. How tall are you? About 5'9"?
5'8" on a good day.
I bet you can swim good.
I can.
With big old feet like that.
Big old paddles. Maybe that's what I was supposed to be, a swimmer.
Little bit of a swimmer.
I was great in
Let me see your hands.
college. No, they're not that big.
No, your feet get ahead of your head.
Yeah, it's true. I would need some flippers. Hand flippers. Oh my God, those hand flippers are my favorite.
I was in the beehive room today once they closed us out, and my toes turned purple. It was cold.
Yeah, I've been taking less medicine, and it's been kind of working to my advantage because I'm like combined with the sun and stuff. I feel like I was just like that's when my fingers are falling off. So no, I just take less medicine.
I'd stay out of the sun. But
And
you ain't supposed to be in the sun with certain medicines, are you?
yeah, I know. No, you're not. Oh my goodness, sir! I do declare.
Hey.
What kind of sport are you going to be playing today? Hopefully, I could watch.
The face is just unbelievable.
Maybe you would like some of my freshly brewed iced tea. Oh, look, there goes my bosom. Oh. I should put that away. God forbid my husband would see me flirt with a man with my bosom out, but he is not here, by the way.
Bless his heart.
He's away on business. Oh, it does get awful lonesome up in that big old king-size bed by myself.
Oh my
I
God.
do miss him so when he's not there. Oh!
Britt, you like that stuff, huh? Crushing it.
Nicole's blushing.
Oops.
I love when you drop your towel.
Oh, look, I have to go get it. My goodness, CBS is going to be so mad at me. They have to spend so much money blurring out my balls. They have been all over the screen, all over the camera with these shorts. Feel like up again. Again.
Come on, Frankie.
Me and Frankie went full nude in front of the cameras yesterday.
Yep, full nude.
Full
Twice.
Today? You guys
Yesterday.
on you guys are insane.
In the same room.
Where was I?
I better not been asleep in there.
No, I was in the have-not room.
Not room.
Okay.
Oh my God, just completely naked?
Yep.
Yep.
Together?
Yep.
Doing jumping jacks. She's like, no.
We're both changing into our swimming suits.
Oh my goodness, you guys are brave, I
So
guess.
you do know you have
Your naked bodies are
cock
going to be
shots
all
out there
over
now, right?
the place.
Yep, it's all over. Yep. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Ooh, we have all the cameras on us. Must be an important conversation.
Well, it is an important conversation. We're here to discuss our new pillows.
What? Mom. Our new pillows?
There he is.
Calzone.
Hello, Cody.
Cody Calzone is the man with a mission.
Frankie.
What I made up? Sparkle Ninja Geisha Twirler yesterday? What was
Dancer.
it? Ninja Sparkle.
Twirling Ninja Sparkle Dancer?
Dancer.
Yeah.
Geisha Twirling Ninja Dancer.
Sparkle Dancer.
Dance. The Geisha Twirling Ninja Dance.
Twirling Ninja Sparkle Dance.
Twirling Ninja Sparkle Dance, and it was Geisha
Ninja
Twirling.
Sparkle
Geisha
Dance.
Ninja Sparkle Dance.
That was so
Like,
funny.
Frankie, please tell that I was a girl. That is not a song.
Did you go to
I
sleep?
promise.
You didn't. You ended
Actually, knocked out on the hammock a little bit, but
there we go.
didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
When do you want to get cooking, sous chef?
Oh, I'm done eating for today. I'll help you, though.
That's what I'm saying. You're my
Alright.
sous chef.
Sue.
Cody, I think you were sleeping longer than an hour and a half, no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were
Maybe.
gone more than a half.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I'd say 2 or 3 hours.
I don't
too.
know how long I was
In 4
asleep in the
months is your
hammock, so my
birthday, Donnie?
time is all
AKA,
November
you won't
the
be sleeping
7th.
tonight.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
So we'll have to make sure we celebrate in September.
It's
Celebrate!
September.
Nobody? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Nope. Great.
That stuff in that pan, is that half not
Steve!
Yeah.
Usually you do know it.
Yeah.
But you
Wasn't
know
bad,
that
that's what
I
I'm
Celebrate.
forget. I forget.
That's the second one. Have you seen the second one?
That's the first one.
Steve, you know what that voice is?
Steve!
You know what that is?
What?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Do not quote dialogue from movies.
Steve?
Boom. On that one.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was fast.
On it.
I was waiting for it.
Celebrate!
You were waiting for it?
When they got in trouble, you supposed to have done it, remember?
I never saw Maleficent.
Maleficent
I
is
never
the
got
best
that.
I'm
movie I've
half
ever seen.
asleep. I'm not even
Was it really
kidding.
that good?
It's fantastic.
Really?
Donnie, I'm
I
so
saw it
I
twice.
didn't
tired.
know
I didn't even know it was
trouble
about.
when you was doing show.
About the, well, did you see Sleeping Beauty ever?
Oh!
Yeah, it's about the evil queen from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh!
And it's
That's
like her
funny. Oh, I
backstory.
missed
Oh,
my
God,
chance.
the movie was fantastic. It crushed at the box
That
office.
thing's still flickering.
Crushed. They were
Yeah,
like,
what is it
Disney
doing
was
that
like, we'll
for?
be super happy with anything
have
over
a bad
60
dream.
million.
I
It did like
guess
110
so. That's so
million.
weird.
And its opening weekend. It was like huge.
That was crazy.
It's
Yeah, I
almost
didn't- I guess
doubled
I-
their expectations.
I guess I didn't really have any expectations for it, so.
It was, I mean,
For
Angelina
Cloudy with a
Jolie.
Chance at Meatballs?
No, for Maleficent, my
Maleficent.
darling,
Did you see
darling
that?
girl.
I saw the first one, yeah.
Wait, what? Maleficent? Maleficent?
He saw the first Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. We were already talking about that. But now we're on to Maleficent. However, we can go back to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because I'm obsessed with that movie. I think
on,
she
Nicole.
looks like Sam Sparks.
Get on the
doesn't
ball.
she?
Did you see the
Says
Maleficent?
I didn't see it, no. No.
But basically, it's about this the most evil character ever created by Disney. Like, and she was the first character to ever curse in a Disney cartoon.
She
was
cursed?
Maleficent.
What'd she say? Damn?
Hell.
Hell.
And
Wow.
that was like in like I want to say 70, late 60s, early 70s, maybe.
Was the last time a Disney character cursed?
It was the first time a Disney character
first
cursed. So like she was just literally the most evil person, but she had a huge following. Like such fan culture came up around this villain. Like everyone was obsessed with her. All the gays, obviously. She's like the queen. She was like she's the queen. Like she is the
Obviously.
queen. Like her and Cruella de Vil are like every gay boy's
True.
icons. So once
You have like Jello.
they cast Maleficent as Angelina Jolie, it was over. It was just done. Like I was like, it's gonna be the best thing ever, and she was brilliant. She was brilliant. I want her to win like 65 Oscars.
Oh, I have to see it now.
Yeah, it was great, and the special effects were like gorgeous.
The last movie I watched was called Courage. It was like a religious-based movie. I jerked a tear.
That sounds familiar. My parents probably saw it.
It was about 4 cops, and one cop's had a little daughter, and she went to the park and wanted him to dance with her, and he didn't, and she died.
Oh.
So at the end of the movie, he went to the park and he danced and I cried.
How did she
That
die?
sounds horrible.
She died because she wasn't dancing.
A friend picked her up and they had a car accident.
That's what I thought.
It was awful.
That's not dancing.
Is it based on a true story?
Maybe, I don't know.
The last movie.
I got caught up in the jerking the tears and all.
Oh my god, I couldn't watch that movie.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
And it goes to show, never miss your opportunity. If she wants
Never
to
miss your what,
dance,
Donnie?
your opportunity. If they want to dance, dance.
The last movie I saw before here was Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise.
Oh.
It was actually really, really good.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Really good. Really good.
I liked Oblivion.
Oblivion was good.
Didn't see Oblivion. I didn't really have
I
like
saw
big
Oblivion.
expectations
I liked
for
the
it,
premiere.
but I saw it. It
Ooh.
was really cool.
Fancy. Why?
Just a girlfriend of mine got invited,
So cool.
so I got to tag along.
Yeah. Now in Nashville, I got the perfect.
Oh my gosh.
It's.
Isn't that messed up that I'm like excited just to like fly everywhere?
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
It just depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people just don't want to be like, okay, yeah, I want to eat. If they're at the restaurant, like with my husband, if he doesn't like something, he'll just be like, they'll say, can I get you something else? And he'll be like, no, I'm good. Because he's the person who says, no, I send it back. They do something to my food. I am not doing it. So, but I didn't know that at first. I used to be like, no, you need to get him, you know. But he's like, Jocasta, no, I'm good. I'm good. And then when he explained to me, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But if he's like,
I go to bed.
everybody's taking his money, he's broke because they know he'll give it to them, then, yeah, we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or if you guys are at a lounge or something and somebody talks to you nasty and he's not going to take up for you, we have a problem.
Right.
You know, if a man hits on you and he's just like, oh, it's cool or whatever, we have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed. I hate
Isn't it kind of a little bit like that? Like a little like wimp, like a little like sexual.
I don't know.
snore?
It
My
gets a
grandma, I
little
swear to God, my
loud.
grandma said when I slept with her that you have like a sexy snore. I'm like,
Shut up! How can
I
you
swear
do?
to God, she said, I'm like, how could you? My grandma.
That's so
It's a very
weird.
sexy snore.
She's like, I'm like, you're just too nice, grandma. She's like, no, I'm serious.
No, seriously.
No, like seriously, it sounds like you're having sex. Why do you snore?
One time I thought you were having a naughty dream, then you started snoring, and I was like, wow, that was interesting.
Shit was actually pretty good. Banging. What did you guys make?
It was kind of hot.
Tomato paste. With,
Apparently, I was
water,
like
juice it down and
fully
make a sauce.
like moaning
Sauteed
this
some
morning.
bok choy in it.
Full like full moan.
Dang it.
Jocasta was like, I was
I
like,
hate that the cameras see all of this. Like, we're
That's
probably
so-
on they feel like near us, like watching us leave.
I was having a most
At least our mics aren't on.
intense
That's
nightmare
true,
ever.
But
Too,
they can
it was like
still
a
hear.
good
Is
nightmare,
it
like
one
kind of
above
nightmare
our
where you're like a
bed?
hero
Yeah,
fighting bad people.
It
So it was like,
smelled good
okay.
because I opened it up and smelled it.
Like,
and I was
nonetheless, it was still a
That's
nightmare.
better than cat
It's the
food.
texture that you see. Yeah, I can eat that. I can eat that. I'll be
Did you
feeling
like it, Derek?
It was good. I know I'll be feeling it later though. That's like so oily. Like,
Has it messed your stomach up?
Oh well, slop just messes my stomach up in general.
Yeah,
I don't know
mine
many
too.
people it doesn't. I think that's
No,
the
he didn't. Don't do it.
I mean, get all bloated and distended and stuff.
Wasn't even thinking about it.
I like I
thought you were
said, some
trying to be
Parmesan cheese on it would make it.
Yeah. With some supersized croutons.
Oh, don't get me going.
But now that you say it,
Don't do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't.
Boom!
Do it, Hayden.
Do it. It's been a while.
Do it.
Oh, they're talking about poems.
Do it.
Oh.
I don't think it's as good for Zach.
Nope. Nope. I mean, not at all. Straight up, like I went upstairs. I was talking to Devin, this was like pretty to Devin. I was up there and I was talking to him. I was like, bro, like you know me. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, I don't want to vote Zach out. Like, he's my boy, but like, essentially, I know that he said some shit that a lot of people aren't going to like.
Yeah.
I was like, so essentially, I know the House is probably going to vote him out. I was like, but I'm just telling you, like, I don't want to do it. Like, that's like one of my best friends. I'd be like Caleb being up there and you being like, all right, I'm going to vote Caleb out. Like, knowing that the House is voting him out, like, you're going to vote him out. And he was so chill about it, dude. He was like, I respect that a lot, dude. I respect you for saying that. Don't tell anybody, though. Like, I don't want people to know because I'm okay with you doing that. Just say that you don't know because I don't want people. But he's like, but if it comes down to it in the alliance and I need you to vote, like, we'll get there when we get there. But right now, like, it seems like we have the numbers. Just don't tell anybody you're looking to vote against them. He straight up with me about it. And Caleb, that's such a little sneak, dude. He's getting so paranoid. Rat now. I went up to Caleb earlier and I was like being straight up with him, dude. And then he came over to me and I mean, I'll get to how I find it out that he's just a rat and he's he's untrustworthy now to me.
Is he outside?
Yeah.
All right, good.
And so he's like, he comes over and I walk outside. Devin and him are sitting out there. I go over to the hammock and I'm just chilling. Apparently Devin was telling him, don't go over there to Cody. Like, don't go and talk to him because Caleb is like, yo, like, I know, like, the bomb squad, blah, 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 but, like, I don't know where Cody's going to vote. Devin's like, Cody's going to vote with us. Don't worry about it. Like, having my back. And Caleb's like, I don't know, man. Like, he's boys with Zach. Like, and if we need to cut cancer out, like, we'll cut it out right now while all this is going on. Do you think you are? One, you're going to be cutting cancer. Two, you went back on your word. You said no bomb squad member would go on the block or get voted. You literally said that to us yesterday. So your word means shit to me. And then Devin was actually rekindling it. And then Caleb comes over and is like asking, yo, what did Devin call you up there for? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, this whole thing is uneasy. Just talking about, you know, like the voting situation. And slip because I knew I told him that I was thinking about staying and voting with Zach just because. But I told him straight up, like, where my head was at. I was like, I understand if the House is voting Zach. I don't want to vote like one of my friends out, even if everybody's voting him out. I was like, that's not something I want him to see. And that's not something that me as in my character would do to somebody that I've gotten as close to as Zach. I was like, just on a personal level. Me and him barely talk game. All we do is bullshit about girls, college, like a whole bunch of other shit. I was like, and someone being that close to me, that's not someone that I want to see me voting against. And he pretty much was baiting me into saying that because I didn't think that I would vote. But I also was like, but here's the thing. My alliance is my alliance, and I don't hold it personal because I know what's going to get me the furthest in this game, and that's staying loyal to the people that I said I'd be loyal to. Right. I was like, so I may vote Zach to stay, even though I know he's going home. But then when the HOH comes down, I'm staying loyal to the people that are going to get me as far as I can. So, like, I didn't, like, say, like, give him exactly what he wanted, but it just pissed me off because then immediately we come inside and Devin grabs me, brings me to the storage, and it's like, yo, so Caleb is really questioning you right now because blah, blah, blah. You know, we talked about this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I said to him, I was like, dude, it slipped. Like, I told him, like, I didn't want to vote Zach out and that I wouldn't give a vote. And I told him that I told you that. And he was like, shit. He's like, all right, it's okay. I'm just going to cover it up anyways. But, like, just trust me, dude. Like, I got your back on this. Like, pretty much trying to get my back over making me be maybe, like, faithful to him over Caleb. And it actually honestly worked. Like, the fact that Caleb was coming to fish shit from me and saying we need to cut cancer out, like, and this is why I don't trust anybody now in this bomb squad. Because just as quick as they threw Zach out, who's to say that I'm not going to get thrown out?
We could be next up.
And so, like, I don't trust any of them. And they brought Hayden in, and Hayden said no at first. And then they had to convince him. So that's why I can't wait to talk to Hayden.
Oh, man. I don't know why Zach did all that today.
And because the thing was that he could have just went at Devin, and then
he would have been all set.
He would have been set.
They would have voted him 13-0 or whatever it is. 13-0.
He would have stayed.
No, 14-0.
He didn't have to say shit to Pow Pow. He didn't have to go at Devin to the extent that he went at Devin.
No,
like,
and then he even called out Frankie and Caleb.
And Caleb, Frankie and Caleb.
Oh, I don't know about used to. What? He just went on a rampage.
And the bust to Frankie, who now we're in a bomb squad. And now Frankie is going to question my trust. Period. Like, literally blew us all up. Like,
dude, when I was sitting on the couch, he's like, I'm about to do it right now. He looked at me and like, he's like, Hayden, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, dude, what is this?
Because even if he didn't do that, Caleb was not happy that Devin put him up.
No, but Zach made a mistake because he decided to put his own game in front of all of ours. Like, you know, in a way, he said to him, he's like, "Oh, I'm going."
Well, here's the thing: he put his whole game in front of all of ours, and a negative impact on his game.
Right. I mean, if I think there's a chance he can stay, I'm voting to keep him because I think it's better for our game because he's a vote for us. If it's a unanimous thing, like it's going to be 12-1. If I vote 12-2, they're going to know it was me. Because Devin already said, he goes, "I know you're close with Cody and Zach. You don't have to bullshit me." That was his exact words.
Yeah, and that's what I was straight up with him, dude. And honestly, straight up with him, and he was so straight up with me back. Yep. And he's been so straight up with me for the past 2 days. And Caleb has been such a rat for the past 2 days. And it's honestly making me not want Devin out first, but Caleb out first.
I like both of them out. To be honest with you, I like both of them out because either one of them are trustworthy.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, but absolutely, I know what you're saying. Like as far as your game, and
it's not even my game. Just as far as like Devin being in the house and like without Caleb, I think he'll be completely. And this is what I was saying
because I'm talking to.
And I was saying this to who was I saying to? I think I was saying it to Brittany or Christine yesterday. That like if Caleb went before Devin, then Devin would be lost in the woods.
No, he'd be backbreaker.
It would be like he'd be done. But if Devin goes before Caleb can still sneak behind this game.
Yeah, he'll be even stronger, I think, actually.
Yep. And so that's why I was like, getting the chance, like I'm gonna back. Like just right now, just me and my emotional, because the way that he's so sneaky and the way that Devin's been like straight up with me, like,
right.
And Caleb has literally not been. And like I've started to kind of like talk to Caleb a lot more, and like he's just a sneak dude, and he's getting more paranoid than all of us because he's getting paranoid what Devin's doing. He's getting paranoid what's going on in the alliance. He's Amber getting to him, and you know what? Here's the thing: like he's just getting more and more pissed off with how much Amber talks to me. Like it's earth, and again. I went over to the rock bed, and comes right over and is talking to me about a shit ton of stuff. Yeah. This time it was talking to me about Zach, being like, "I can't believe you would do that. Like we had his back." I mean, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and essentially, like...
Well, you said it best earlier. He said too much.
Yeah,
he started talking about the medication and his daughter. I'm like...
Way too far,
that's going to rub people
And even
wrong.
Pow, dude, she went too far with him,
too.
too.
With the daughter and stuff.
She went way too far with him. And that's when I was just like...
You could just call him out for his game, and it would have been more than enough.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why does personal need to come into this with people?
Well, Zach's emotional. You know, he's an emotional kid. You know, he's got a good heart. He's just emotional, you know, people and like acts like he did the last.
Yeah, he said he was gonna lay low, and I was like, dude, you still have to talk to people.
No. He has to come out. He has to come out and be like the person he was the first week. If he does that, he has a good chance of staying. Because he could even mend bridges with Devin. I think if he did that, but he'd really have to like be on his A game, which I don't think he is. All he wants to do is sleep and.
Because he just wants to like sit back and let us do the campaigning for him, which isn't gonna work.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm talking to people, but he's gonna put himself out there.
It's not going to work.
Right. He's going to put himself out there. And Pow Pow's campaigning like crazy. She already pulled me aside, already talked to me, explained everything, explained why she should stay. Which made no sense, but she still did. You know, I know I'm not a strong competitor, but I'm not smart either. And, you know, that's good for your game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What exactly did you say? Because I'm making a joke out of it. She said, I'm not a strong competitor, and... I'm not a strong competitor, which is good for your game, but also I'm straight up. I think that's what she really said. I'm straight up. So you know that what you see is what you get with me. It's 100% not true. It's 100% not true. Right?
Yeah, and the fact that she's trying to say that she didn't throw shit is...
Yeah, that was the other thing. She's like, I'm straight up. I didn't throw shit. I actually tried to compete. I'm just like, all right, whatever. You know, I just told her, I said, listen, I know last week I told you 100% you have my vote. You obviously know I'm cool with Zach, so... I can't tell you that this week. I just got to see how it goes and see what the house is thinking. And then obviously, you know, I will tell you beforehand what's going to happen.
How do you think I should play this now with, like, I'm already in question with Caleb. And now, like, 100% after me and him had a convo, he's probably going to question 100%. But Devin, I feel like has my back, like, on it.
It's a choice. Ultimately, you can never trust Devin too much because he's going to...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For this week or whatever he needs. And Christine already told you that he doesn't trust you, so he didn't change in 24 hours. Ultimately, you have to make a decision based on, you know, what you want to do. I can't have you leave because obviously if you leave, so Zach was part of the 3, but he wasn't part of the 2. So did they ask you about that today? Did they ask me?
Today.
Yeah. So, I told her, I said, Zach is a nice guy to have, especially when you want to need somebody for a third person. But ultimately, as long as the two are intact, we're still good.
Yeah, and that's what I was like. We brought him in because he was good with like Frankie and talking to Caleb. And that was just, it covered our back.
Right. We needed a little bit of a buffer. And, I just said, if he's going to sink his ship, I just hope he doesn't bring us down with him. But if he does, we can...
Here's the good thing about it is that Hayden trusts us more than I think he trusts the other side.
I think so too. But it still worries me a little bit with the fact that he knew about it.
He said no at first.
He did.
He said no to Devin. He was like, I don't want to, no.
Oh, today, yeah. But he knew about Powell backdooring him, and he just never said nothing to us. Which
is why,
and he came in here.
That's why I wanted to have a convo with him.
Yeah.
Like, we should have been like, listen, bro, I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
He came in here.
Me and you have been really close. Like, I trust you. You know I would not have put you up. And I've said a lot to you. I was like, it just puts me in a little bit of question when, I've told you pretty much everything that I could, and maybe I didn't tell you about the alliance, but it was a bull alliance.
Right.
And I don't know where your head's at on it. But, you knew that you guys were going to be good that week. And, I don't even think I should say that. Because
I wouldn't.
He didn't have to tell us.
No, I wouldn't.
You told me you wanted to go home. You didn't want to be here. So, there you go. Here's your chance to go home.
But see, that's why when I was telling you, when you said, Jacasta, I want to go home. I don't want to be here. And I was like, so then today, when he said that, so I was like, well, who wants to stay then? And then Zach was like, well, Jacasta, I want to stay. And I was like, well, I thought you said you want to go home because that's what Devin said. Pal said she want to go home. You want to go home. Who the heck? Both of you can't go. What the heck?
Yeah.
So
I just think that, I'm not trying to, talk.
As long as it's not disgusting.
Oh, like one of these pants?
This guy. Look.
She's just causing problems, making deals, and she's going to make a deal with whoever's in power. And if it's not us one week, she's going to make a deal with them. So she's got to go. And that's one of their people. That's one of their people down.
Yep.
Sending Victoria home. Keep her here as long as we can.
No.
Keep her here as long as we can. I don't want to hear next week we're getting the weak players out because this week we just got a strong player out. If we're going to get out Zach, because that's the way it goes, Powell's got to go next week. And then Victoria...
Would it make me like a scumbag to vote Zach out?
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think Zach's going to really regret what he said today. Because I think they're going to play a lot of it in its entirety. And I think he's going to look bad to America, to perception of America. Because even though, shady dude,
you can't.
He was legit calling out
over and over.
He was legit calling out his daughter.
Yeah.
And they can make him look horrible. So they may look at that and be like, in your goodbye message, or when you're speaking in your DRs, you can just say, listen, I love the kid. He made a huge mistake in this game. Huge mistake. And not only with just Devin, that would have been okay. But he's calling out people individually on the couches. He's calling out Caleb, a strong player. He's calling out Frankie, a great social player. Just calling him out. Just calling him.
I can't believe you blew me up to Frankie.
Yep, blew you up to Frankie. So the thing is, you have to make a decision. Do you go with what you think is going to get you further in the game, or go with what you think is going to be favorable with America? That's a choice that Cody has to make. Either way, I'm going to go, like I've been straight up with you and tell you, I'm going to go with, as long as it doesn't affect you or me, I'm going to go with what's going to keep us here longer.
Yeah.
Because the name of the game is, it changes weekly. Now, if Nicole gets into power next week, I don't know what you have going on with her. I don't think you're attracted to her like that.
No.
But I almost think she thinks you are.
Yeah.
And it's almost sad to watch. I feel bad. But, she wouldn't vote you out for $500,000.
Yeah, I would hope not. That's why, I think she's adorable, and that's why, I flirt with her like that. Just probably because there's no other girls in that.
That's your game.
That's for the game.
That's your game, and my bank on that would be if Nicole went up there, obviously you wouldn't be up, and you could just make sure she doesn't put me up. And that's all we need to know. Exactly. If she wants to put Caleb and Devin up, that's fine. If Victoria somehow won HOH, 100%, she would not put you up, and she would not put me up.
Yeah, and that's 100%. What I'm saying. If Nicole was in power,
we're golden.
We're good. If if Nicole, if Brittany, if Victoria,
we're good.
If Jocasta goes in power, I don't think she would put me up, and I could talk to her about you.
Yeah, Jocasta likes me. I just don't know if she would go with Devin. I don't know. She doesn't talk any game.
I talked to her straight up about Devin. I was like, I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he got caught up in this game. Like talking to her a lot, she's like, I feel the exact same way. And I was like, I tried to speak to him about how he talks to people because I understand how it is in my. I told her like the whole thing. She's like, you did that? Like you tried to? I was like, yeah. And she was like, and I was like, and he didn't take it too kindly.
It's definitely, it's a catch-22. You have to figure out which way you're going to go with it, because even if you vote for Zach, there's a very good possibility before he walks out the door, him not knowing yet if you voted for him, he can destroy you. And then you should have just voted for him just to make it a unanimous, because he could literally, before he walks out, say shit about us that nobody knows.
Do you think? I don't think he would throw us like he would.
Dude, he basically did today.
Yeah.
He basically did today. Hayden, who's not in our alliance, that we had a fuck. He said the full thing. He said it verbatim. He said, not only, he's like, if you don't believe me, think about the 8 people I told you in the alliance, and then think about the 8 people that were in that room right before you walked in. Smart person to figure out that, yeah, that lines up. He's right. Those were the people that were in there. And he's not going to throw 8 people under the bus if there's not some validity to it. So I hope, I'm praying, because it's so early, I'm praying Zach pulls a rabbit out of his ass and just acts like himself, and I think he can win some people over. But at that point, we have to decide, is Zach being here worth the risk? I don't know. As of right now, I don't know, because I don't know how far he's going to be. Because the next time he gets homesick or something like that, if we put our chips in his basket, mentally he's not in it.
Yeah.
He's talking about his brother, 2-year-old daughter at home.
Yeah.
How often I love my daughter, but how often you hear me
sulking
about
that
it?
Comes with like the.
That's what we signed up for.
Like
That's what we signed up for.
Immature.
Yeah, that's what we signed up for. It's a fatal flaw. The people who are aggressive in the beginning always go home, and the people who just kind of stay behind them, like these people kill each other off, and then the people that are in the back rows always make it till the end. Happens all the time.
And like right now we're like in the middle. Me and you are like
we're in the middle, but we're getting brought more to the forefront by the Bomb Squad stuff, because right now the Nicoles, the Haydens, the Donnies, the Jocastas, they're all going to the back. And then you're gonna have like the Calebs, the Devins, the Codys, the Dereks gonna be fucking battling. The first week they lose, they're going home, and we're gonna one by one go home, and then you're gonna see fucking Nicole up there holding a $500,000 check, and we're gonna find out she's a fucking doctor. You watch. You watch. She's a fucking girl. Don't be surprised if she's like pre-med. I don't know, and honestly,
I just think she's a floater.
She's a floater, no doubt, but I think that's her strategy going into it. That's not just because she knows exactly what she's doing. She's a
That's why when I asked her, I was like, did you ever think you'd be, put on blast like that 2.5 weeks in? She's like, no, especially because how quiet I am.
Yeah.
She totally was coming into this to be like, I'm just going to be quiet.
Yeah. But, and if, whatever happens, man. We just got to stick together, and hopefully we can get to the end.
Yeah, just like if you hear, like people ask me, like, what, do you know what Cody's doing? She's like, I don't know. He doesn't know right now.
Devin kind of asked me, but he didn't phrase it that way. He just said, I know you and Cody are close with Zach. Where's your head at right now? And I said, we are cool, but ultimately in my head is where the alliance is. And he didn't say, well, what about Cody? He just left it at that. But
he called me up there to ask me.
He definitely coupled the 3 of us in when he said something. He grouped us in, and that was all he really said about you. Because I think I think there is a little hint of maybe they're working together. And he's just kind of like...
Or I think they might just be like, they're just tight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they talk.
Yeah.
So he's got to be careful what he says to me and then you, because we could cross-reference things, but...
Oh, yeah, that's why. And, I told him straight up. I don't want to know shit.
Yeah.
If they're going to be votes around him, because then, that makes me feel even worse. Like, if I was knowing a bunch of shit and didn't want to...
Well, they think they already have the votes. Obviously, you know that. He said it right to you.
Oh, yeah, he said it right to me. He pointed out everybody on the screen. He pointed it all out.
Oh, the memory wall, he showed it up to you? I hope Zach comes out soon, doing some damage control, but I think he's not going to do it.
He has to, bro. He can't go, and blow up like that and then go back to the old, sleep all day Zach. He cannot do that.
Definitely did not like the way he talked to me. Even Derek said it. Derek's like, yo, I didn't like the way he was talking to you. He was so rude. He was like, nobody wants you here. I'm gonna stay. Everyone's gonna vote for me to stay. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, bully. And I was like, yo, you can make up whatever you want about me. It ain't true, but the stuff that I say about you is gonna be true.
Conversation is supposed to stay between us. And not only did he, like, the way that he said it was like, I had to say that because to respect Cody, it's like to respect Cody's wishes or something.
Respect my wishes, dude. You could get me sent home at your age.
Like, what?
Yeah. And you're lucky Frankie obviously told you. You're lucky Frankie told you.
Yeah, he came right to me.
Because Frankie could have been like, I'm not going to say shit, and first chance I get, getting him out.
The worst part about it was he tried to be like one-on-one with me, but he brought me into the only room that was like solo, and Caleb was sitting right here in front of Caleb, and I was like, bro, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I never said ever to Zach that I don't trust you. I was like, I don't know where it came from. I was like, we've had a bunch of conversations on stuff that's going on, but like the fact, you know how I feel, like, you know, I've said to you since day one. I was like, it has nothing to do with like trust. He said it right, Caleb. It just puts me in a bad spot, dude. He's like, and like when I said to him, he's like, I said that? I was like, of course you said that, dude. Like, what?
No. He's doing shit like that, bro. It's not good for your game.
Yeah, no, for my game. But here's the thing is that I don't really care because a player like Frankie, like someone that's going to say to me, in like all seriousness, like, I didn't want to tell you that your name was coming up because you weren't a target. So you were going to wait until this week, like with Zach, like, out.
Yeah.
Like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, you waited to say something to Zach week of, and now look what's going on with the kid. Now look how he get out because he wasn't putting the pieces together properly.
He has diarrhea of the mouth,
and he didn't think before he spoke because everything was so fresh and everything was so new. So his emotions were raw. So like that literally is proof in the pudding that. Why would you wait when I am an absolute target then beforehand when I could be like, all right, let me start putting pieces together so that if this does go down, I know what I want to say, I know how to calmly say it, and I know that I have people behind me who I don't want to ruffle up. Because now I've ruffled feathers with people that probably wouldn't have even thought twice about voting Pow Pow.
100%, 110% people.
And so like, it's just like thinking about that, like I'm like, how could Frankie understand that?
You have no idea who's going to win next week.
Yeah.
And if, depending on who wins, everything up. If Caleb wins, we would be good. If obviously Zach went home. If Amber won, same thing. Brittany won, we'd be good. Nicole won, I think we'd be good.
Christine
would be good.
Hayden.
I mean, the only thing is, they have to put up somebody. You know? And they're not going to put up, I'm telling you right now, even if their target is Caleb or Devin, they're not going to put them up initially. So somebody like me or you is going to go up there first. And they're going to tell us, listen, you're not my target. 100%. That's just my feelings. It depends on who.
Oh, it's going to happen. Well, that's what me and you are.
Right.
We're like the players that will.
We're in the middle.
But the thing is that, yeah, we're the middle guys.
And they're not going to put Caleb and Devin up there because if they win, so they're not going to put them up. But, I mean, I definitely think they'd put me up before you because a lot of these people think that all these challenges are physical, which they're not. But depending on who won it, if Victoria won it, she'd put you up before me. If Nicole won it, she'd put me up before you. I mean, it's a back and forth.
Which it doesn't really matter because essentially in the end of the day, we're fine.
Right. And if one of us goes home...
Which, if one of them...
If Zach goes home, put it this way, if Zach goes home, who do we really have besides me and you? Seriously, that you really totally can trust.
I mean, Christine...
And to be honest with you, I completely trust Zach, but he just has a big mouth.
Yeah.
But I do trust him. I think he's loyal, but he just doesn't think before he speaks. He's even said that. Well, we have Christine, but Christine plays both sides of the house too a little bit, bro. I know you trust her. She probably has the closest relationship with you, but she's always talking to somebody.
Yeah, she is.
She's talking to Devin, and I think she gets nervous and she starts speaking. You know? So I don't know. I don't know, man. Only thing you can do in HOH to your own safety. That's all you can do.
So it will guarantee your safety.
Yeah. But then again, if you're HOH, even if you're HOH with somebody else and this is somebody you don't like, you can basically make a deal with them and say, hey, here's the people that I do not want to see on the block. Boom, boom. And they can say, well, these are the people I don't want to see on the block. Boom, boom. And you can kind of come to a compromise. But it's going to, you know, as the numbers dwindle, with 4 people going up at a time, I'm not going to be shocked when my name's called.
Oh, not at all.
I'm not going to be shocked.
It's coming soon, dude. Yep. We're gonna, after this, we're going to be at 14 people.
Yep, I'm not going to be shocked when they say, hey, Derek, you know, you're up on the block. I like you, but, you know, whatever their reason is, this is the reason. And then you got to it out. Which is unfortunate because there are, like, people here who aren't playing the game. Like, if I win HOH, I'm probably putting up Jocasta and Victoria. Now, do I want to keep Victoria here? Yeah, and I'd probably tell her that, but I know that's a vote that...
Hell. Zach. Just kind of how he's just very disrespectful and how he talks, and, you know, and just even behind the scenes, like with Victoria, saying he just, you know, I'd just like to smack her in the mouth. And
Well, see, I didn't know he had said that.
Yeah, oh, he's talking.
I mean, I know what he said while I was sitting there, and I said, hey.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, and Devin looked at me, and I was like, oh, I don't play that.
You said way more when you weren't sitting there.
Really?
Oh yeah, he bad mouth.
I'm like, I don't play that crap. I don't give a crap. No. You can say someone's rude and they demand too much. You can say things like that, but you will not go out and just call them everything.
Yeah. Well, he basically did. He was, you know, he's like, you're not at home. Like, mommy and daddy don't, you know. He was just saying all this stuff, and he's like, you're here. Like,
did you guys put dryer sheets in there?
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
Thing he is saying, even though this person is totally different than you.
Yeah. Well, see, and he also said, when I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not going to put you up on the block just because you say you want to go home. That's not good enough reason. You can't really get me a better reason than that. But in a way, I should have been like, is that what you really want? Because if you don't want to be here, other people deserve it more than you if you don't want to be here.
Sure.
And then when he looked at me, he was like, how about this? How about I'll just float, and you guys can just keep me safe if you want to, and I'll sleep and eat and leave it at that. When he said
he
that,
normally does that anyway.
yeah, when he said that, I was like, you know what? He deserves to go home. Other people would die to be in his position, and for him to sit there and say,
here.
I just want to go home. I miss my brother.
Just
want to
go home.
I freaking miss my children and
That's what I
husband.
mean.
I got a whole different thing
that's what
going
I'm saying.
on. But I'm not sitting here saying, I'm going to leave. I want to go home.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm
well,
not saying that. I freaking...
Sorry, no offense.
Caleb, cover your ears for a second. And it's good for the girls. Okay, you can uncover your ears.
I didn't hear that.
Cover your ears one more time.
Walk off, Caleb.
It's good for the girls.
That's my Judy talking. You remember Judy with the big booty in ATL? Did you see that movie? Did you see it?
Being 100% honest when I say it, like, we're all going to get to a point where we have to send somebody home.
Right.
And it's just how, like, the cards are dealt. Like, somebody that you don't want to go home, if somebody else wants the veto and then you have to put, say it's just down to 3 people in the house, you know, everybody's going to be at that point where it's all about kind of luck and timing.
Right.
And I just felt like, for sure, there were other people that it would have sucked if I went home before them, you know. And not that I deserve to be here more than any of them or whatever, but, you know, everybody's made their sacrifices, but I just felt like it wasn't my time to go. And I think that's why I've been able to be calm, even though I just had a feeling something was going to work out. And it's weird. Like, I always like to go with my gut feeling, and after losing like the battle of the block, for some reason I wasn't upset as I thought I would have been.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But when I lost the veto challenge, I was like, Jesus, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had that feeling of like, I don't know if I'm going home. I feel like, okay,
Yeah.
and I was praying, and then you popped up with like your poofy curly hair, and I'm like, is this a dream? So, I don't know. I felt like everything was going to work out,
Mm-hmm.
and it did. And even though whether I like Devin or if I don't like Devin, whatever, I do think there was a lot of honesty in his speech.
I think he sees finally. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of honesty in his speech, but I can't say I trust him. I still don't trust him.
Right. You
know?
don't trust him with the game.
Yeah.
I understand. Because still, like, I'm, the same way. I've kind of, like, when he came to me and was like, can we squash this bet? I'm like, okay. I'm here. It's part of the game. I have to be in the house. I can't really go anywhere, so.
I just feel like, he tried so hard to get me out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then to suck it up and set aside his pride. It's clear he's a very prideful, stubborn person.
Right.
And for him to set aside that pride when he could have totally been like, bam. Because I've called him out on a lot. I do sincerely, like, appreciate him saving me.
Right. Yeah. I think both of you.
But I'm not going to lie, like, I have doubt that there's, like, some master plan for the next time. But I'm just glad that I'm safe for right now.
Right
and I
now,
just have to take it day to day,
Right. No, I definitely understand. I feel like, I don't know, it was so hard for me. I was just like, okay, I'm not HOH, but I can still, I don't have the bed and, get to stay upstairs, but it doesn't mean I can't control the vote and how, who stays. So, I'm glad you're staying finally.
I just didn't want you to think that I was, like, upset with you.
Yeah.
Or, like, I even told Pal, whatever, I don't know what had went on there, and I'm sorry, like, if I threw her on blast in front of the other house guests, but I'm only going off of how I feel like her actions with me. I'm not going by any he said, she said, because before I even knew anything, before anybody had told me anything, I had already called her out just off of her actions.
Well, trust me, Devin, we didn't know. That was between Devin and Pal before.
And like I told her,
yeah.
I told her I'm sorry, for calling her out the way that I did if she really didn't throw it, but I don't know that. And I wasn't in the room for, like, the agreement and who knew what and her, Hayden, Nicole,
It was
like,
just,
whatever.
I think what had happened is I wasn't in the room when the agreement was made. That was obviously made before it was just like, I couldn't even say anything about this between her and Devin, so I don't know, honestly don't know what was said. I did know after whenever I asked Hayden and Nicole, like, just come up, all I said was, please don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want anything to be personal. And of course, Devin brought it upon himself to, say this and that, and I was in the room. And of course, I didn't want to say anything. I feel bad, but because it's my game.
Yeah.
But then because I didn't want, like, a target on my back, and I can't say certain things. But I wanted to keep you here, so I tried to figure out another way to where I can maybe tell Caleb, and Derek to where, because that's the only way. Like, I know that Caleb and Devin were close. So it was just like, this is what I think. This is what I think, why she should be here.
Yeah.
And they agreed. And so I didn't know it was going to work. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just like, here's what I think. And
but
then
I feel like if you guys had spoken up, I feel like everybody would have been just playing it safe for quite some time, and it would have just continued to give anybody, like, power. Like, anytime somebody was HOH, they would have felt like they could just lie to the house and be like, everyone's voting this way, and, So I think, not just because it was me, but I think it was such, like, a powerful, risky decision for you guys to do that, and I do appreciate you guys going out of your way, because if it wasn't for that, I truly do believe I would have been home.
Yeah.
And I don't see it going any other way if it wasn't for you guys speaking up and saying that, you know, because it did get Devin thinking. And I don't think he so much chose me to stay just because of me or sympathetic, you know. I think a lot of it was like his game plan too. Yeah. You know, figuring like, okay, and here's even a bigger target on my back. If I send this girl home and people are in front of me saying, you know, keep her, then I definitely have targets on my back. And next week it's going to be that much harder. So I know there was game plan behind it, which of course there would be if it was me also. But
I have no clue. I did not know Zach was going. I have no clue his reasoning.
I don't know.
Staying here. Like, my thing is I haven't even talked to Devin really about, like, yes, he's asked me. He was just like, about you and stuff. And I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I have no problem with Brittany. Of course, I want Brittany here. I mean, she deserves, you know, to be here. And if he asks me, and he can take it whichever, you know, way he wants. But, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, I tried being as honest with him as I could when it came to that. And I was just, you know, I tried being like, you know, he was taking it. I think it was more personal, and he had to throw something else on it to make it not seem that way.
The thing with Devin is he wants you and anyone to tell him what he wants to hear, because when you're honest with him, his whole plan or whatever it is behind it, like, throws him off. And I think Devin sometimes doesn't know how to make choices like on his own, so he needs others to kind of help him. But as far as right now, like, I just don't know where I'm thrown off by everything tonight. Like, I don't know, because I feel like I've sat like for days trying to figure out every different way this could go, you know, whether it was him saving Pal, him saving me, him keeping nominations the same, like who he would put up. I tried to figure out all the different ways it could go depending on this person, if he put up that person, like the votes. And I drove myself crazy, and that's why I haven't been able to sleep, you know. So this was one thing I didn't expect, or, you know, so.
Well, I think at this point too, like, I don't know, I mean, with Zach, and I think with like the girls as well, I think it's kind of good that
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
Just to come here, meet some people, and that can impact my life in some way, or to come here and help me have a different appreciation for life. Like, whatever it is from it, I already know that I've learned something, whether it's with a dollar sign or if it's not. Like, it's something that I know has changed my life in some way, shape, or form, you know? So to me, I already feel like I've won in a sense. I've got something great from it, and I haven't changed who I am, you know?
Exactly.
So with that being said, like, when I leave, as long as I'm still leaving with my head held high and I'm okay with, like, the way that I played, and I haven't lost, like, that self-respect and, like, changed who I am, then I feel like I did all I could. I fought my game, and it was my time to go, you know? So.
Well, I see how bad you want it, so you know, that's you know, that's just like a given. So it's not.
But I honestly, I didn't even think that I was gonna want it this bad. Like, I figured I'll go and I'll play and I'll see how long it gets me, like how far it gets me. But then when I look at everybody and how everyone's playing, I just start, you know, it's kind of natural just to kind of start like comparing, like, do I deserve it more than that person, or whatever, however, like,
I know, that's what, like, my thing is just like, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, because I'm like, okay, Amber, you're supposed to be trying to get people out of the house, and I'm like, but at the same time, like, there's things that I do have to keep to myself to where I don't put a big target, because, but then I still have to play smart and have, you know, people that I think long, you know, the road, like Hayden and Nicole. My reasoning for putting them up, it was very, very hard. I really couldn't talk much about it because, you know, not able to. But Frankie was the one person I literally, like, it was hard. It was hard because they don't deserve to be up there. But for me, I want to see them here. Like, I think that, and I was just like, if I am on the block for any reason, Devin wants to put me on the block this week because we weren't, we weren't seeing eye to eye. I would hope that they would save me, that because I put them up for a reason, that I want them to be here, not that I want them to go. And so, it is about trust too, and it's going to take a lot, to build trust, and it's so early on to where I don't know if I'm making right moves. I don't know if, like, me going to talk to, this person or that person about you staying or someone, not staying is the right thing to do. And it's hard for me because I don't even want to talk game, to be honest with you. But the game's just beginning. Honestly.
Oh my God, can I have some penis chips? Oh my God, I want some penis chips and hummus.
You like it?
Okay. Fish. We love fish. We love fish. I love fish. You love.
Good. Oh, never mind. You didn't. Not this thing.
We'll probably be hanging on a wall, right?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know what they're gonna do with the double HOH. It kind of throws things a little bit.
It makes it longer.
Yeah, that's the only reason I think they're not gonna do that right now. I think they'll wait till they do away with that. Something that you have to work together.
What if it's 2 walls?
Like I said, it could be, but it absolutely could be 2 walls.
What if it's just last 2 up there?
Yeah, could be that too.
So how do we get all these ants, all these cups, so we can bring them inside?
I mean, I would just take them and throw them put the cups in the pool for a second. I don't know if it's any answer, but they'll be dead. Oh, hose them out.
Just
those
throw
go
them
in the trash.
trash.
Yeah, those just go in the trash. I think.
They're disposable.
But I mean, whoever's using the mug to drink coffees it's the same person because there's one over near the hammock and.
I think that one was Brittany.
Huh?
That coffee cup by the hammock?
Oh yeah, Brittany said that one was hers. Yep, you're right. I don't know if this is her too. I mean,
Gosh, there's ants everywhere. Water the grass.
I gotta go clean up. Let me help you bring something in. I gotta clean off dishes too.
I'm gonna put it together. I don't think she is either. And I told her the same thing. I said, you, Nicole, and Hayden really have to be the ones that are going around talking to people because you guys are the ones that were there for that. I wasn't. So
Nicole and Hayden and I weren't either. That's the thing. We were all in the same room when he mentioned it to us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Jimmy does.
They were up there talking to me just for me to let them know, hey, this isn't personal. And Devin took it upon himself while they were there to think that he needed to sleep with them as well. Just like that's why I went to him about, hey, I'd appreciate if you just didn't play my game for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
I mean, I'm just fortunate that people spoke up for me and that I'm still here.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to leave, like, whatever those deals, those things, whatever it was like said, done, made, whatever. I just want to stay out of it because I feel like I do have to lay low and people are going to... I feel like every week when it comes to eviction, you should always consider yourself as a possibility of being put up there.
You have to.
Because look how quickly this changed. I thought if anything, he would go for somebody like Victoria, or he would go for somebody that is like a house favorite so that it's very obvious and I'm guaranteed to get sent home. Or I thought he would put up a weak person to where I'm guaranteed to stay just because he wants to get the house's like, vote on who they would want to see leave and just kind of get like a target off his back with some people. But I don't know his strategy. I don't know his game. I don't know his ways of thinking.
Hey, the fish is done. Oh, well. Fish is done.
Oh,
You're
okay.
hungry.
So, anyways, I just wanted you to know that
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm glad you talked to me,
personally-
for sure. Of course, like, after everything, I was just like,
Well, I
oh,
knew
wait,
you
talk
felt
to
kind
everyone
of,
later.
I
And
knew you felt
did,
kind of
yeah.
awkward, and honestly, like, I'm just tired, and I kind of want to take a break of not even thinking about
Game.
Yeah,
like, that's the same here.
I haven't slept. I've stressed myself
Mhm.
out. Like, my mind has just been going and going, and I'm like sleep deprived.
I don't plan on doing that at all. Like, I know, like, for the next few days, I'm just not even gonna, I don't even want to think
I
about
can't
it.
figure out, like, where all that's going to happen.
Mhm.
But I feel like right now I'm just going to go with whichever way, like, the house seems to vote.
Mhm.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
Zach seemed to have put, like, his opinion out there on me staying, so I do lean a bit more towards that
Mhm.
because I
Mhm.
feel like Papa was my friend. Like, she should have came
Right.
to me and kind of told me what was going on, and she wouldn't have been in that situation that she
Mhm.
was out there.
Yeah.
But that,
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we have, like, a couple days. So, I'm going to take, like, tomorrow
there's
just
so
to
much
relax.
that can change.
not
I never
think
thought
about
Joey
it.
would ever leave here.
Yeah.
And then she did what she did, and it was kind of like a given that she was going.
Right.
So, that being said, like, I don't think any of us should worry ourselves too much because
Yeah, for sure.
they could make the vote that much easier on us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. Honestly, I'm not even gonna think about it, I feel like, at all tomorrow. Honestly, just want to lay
I want, like,
work out
24 hours
of not talking game.
Of, like, releasing everything, like Frankie says, just blow all the negative stuff out. And, you know,
Well, I like the pepper. Maybe put a little more,
Yeah, I like
more
that
pepper next
too.
time. Yeah, it's good.
Can you believe my waiter gave me my soup and my main dish at the same time?
No way.
What was she thinking?
That was so dank. It was the dankest of dank.
It was the dankest of times. It was the dankest of times.
Hold on. Christine, did you hear me when I said, can you believe my waiter gave me my entree at the same time as my...
No, you're talking to Frankie. That's awesome.
That's terrible. Whoever that is deserves to
Why
be
would they do that?
For my appetizer
fired.
with my entree.
You did?
Oh, no, at restaurant.
Oh, no.
I asked for my milk on the side, Miss Starbucks.
Miss Starbucks.
I'm not even tired.
Should give into it. But don't nap, like go to bed for the night, you know? Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Hayden.
And did you say boom?
I thought of that. I was doing the calculating in my.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm just doing
that's
it right
12. Fat kid goes 6 and 6, and he'll have to break the tie.
Well, my guaranteed votes right now are Derek, Cody, Nicole, Christine, you, and Cody, Derek, Nicole, Christine, you, and Brittany.
You don't think Hayden?
Oh, and Hayden, for sure. So that's 7 right there. So I think I'm good. And then Jocasta said she's voting for me, just in case, Jocasta. And Frankie said he's gonna vote for me. So I think I got it, but we'll see. Do you think I should, like, campaign hard?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't. You know, I was up there and I didn't campaign because what can I say to make any difference? You know, most of the times when you say stuff, is stuff you can't take back.
Yeah.
And it's better unsaid.
Yeah.
Just be social, be fun, be happy, be nice.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's about all you can do. Because if you keep asking and keep asking, it may get on someone's nerves or something, you know.
Yeah. That's good advice. That's good advice.
If you act paranoid and that you're worried, you know, they may think, ooh, I don't want it.
Yeah.
If you don't say nothing but wonderful, nice daily things, they can't hold that against you.
Yeah, okay. That's good advice, Donnie.
You made a good game there.
And if you blow up at anybody, blow up at somebody that don't have a vote.
Right?
What are you guys giggling about?
I said something funny.
Here. I like Donnie's jokes. Not appropriate for me.
Oh, it's always appropriate. I don't say nothing.
Is that the stuff that stuff looks good, Derek?
Have some.
Good. Looks can be deceiving.
That's true.
Nope. There's some leftover of this if you want it. You don't want this shit though, right?
No, I'm good, thanks.
It smells pretty good.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't.
I need to go to the DR and tell them I need more black olives.
They should hook you up with it too, because I mean, that's
How
all you can
has
really,
your
that's all you can really eat.
bowels been?
Great.
Good. Okay.
Thanks for asking.
She's looking lonely down there, Zach. You gonna stay up late?
Oh, yeah. I don't sleep at night anymore.
Brittany was getting ready in her bathing suit. She hadn't even went to bed.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was just still in her bathing suit from the night before, the day before.
I'm gonna try to go to bed just in like an hour.
No, I usually go to bed at, the past 2 days I went to bed at 9:30.
Christine, can you hit cancel? Yeah. Danke.
Does the oven still need to be on? Oh,
No.
cancel. Did you just have me press cancel?
The light, hit the light, or the light should go off.
Yeah, you can flip the light off. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. Yep. Christine, I'm on course for an 11 p.m. bedtime.
You're what?
I'm on track for an 11 p.m. bedtime.
I think so. I am too. But what if I want to stay up by the time it happens?
Well, then we're going to have a conversation about it, and then we're going to have to decide whether or not you stay up tonight, and then we have to maybe do an extra chore in the morning.
No.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Yes, that's what's going to happen. You cannot have it both ways, okay? So you can choose to stay up late, but then you're going to get up earlier. So it's up to you.
But I can't fall asleep if I'm not completely tired. What? Nah. Wow, that was a crap ton of jelly.
Do you ever sit and try to figure out, like, what week you're going to go home?
No. That would make me sick. I just go week by week.
Yeah.
Already fearing for my life next week just because you just don't know.
I feel like every
Working
week
with
you
who?
have to worry.
You do,
Yeah.
unless you're HOH. And this twist, you still have to worry. With HOH and...
So I know.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
With getting the veto.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind
can't-
of did expect it because I heard rumors and...
That he was going to give it to me?
Yeah.
Somebody had told me just today, like an hour before the thing. I've heard rumors that he may save you, but I've also heard rumors he may save Pal.
Oh, I didn't hear Pal.
And
Scoot over some this way because it's like tipping.
I figured his situation and like being that people had went up to stick up for me. I do honestly feel like if people hadn't brought it to his attention that they don't want me to go home, I would have been going home Thursday. For sure. But I don't know. I think he didn't know how the votes would end between Pao and I. I think maybe it could have.
Do you trust Devin at all now? Like, does that change your relationship with him?
I don't trust him. I think he feels for me being a parent, but I do think he sees me as a threat, and I do think he knows, like, he can't manipulate me, and he knows that I don't trust him.
I cannot believe he used it on you. Just because.
And that's the thing. He has a strategy. He has a strategy behind it.
I know.
And that's why I know, like, next week, I know I'm not safe. I'm probably going to be put up on the block again. And it's not going to be him that wins. It's probably going to be Caleb that wins. If their strategy goes right, they're going to backdoor me. And that's just my vision on how things would be played out. So I know I have to count on, like, the veto of winning the veto and hope that...
One angel each, please.
Trust me, I'm trying.
So I can at least have, like, a week of breathing. I mean, this week was nice being able to breathe, but...
I'm honestly praying. Like, obviously I want to win it because I want to see my kids, but I'm praying for any of us to win it other than somebody that's going to let them have control of this game, because right now they've pretty much had control.
Frankie,
so I hope
Devin can't play. I fear if Keela wins it. I fear if Amber wins it. She already put me up once.
I'm just hoping either you, me, Jocasta, Derek, Cody, even Hayden. I'm hoping, like, one of us win. Or Christine, you know. I feel like we can turn the game around. If we would have had, like, a little more trust in each other.
Amber a lot?
I don't tell Amber anything.
Okay.
I don't tell her anything, and I talk to her.
It's so hard. I've seen her. Today I saw her lie to Donnie. I was sitting there, and she was in the room when I was approached for that whole scenario, and she just completely lied 3 times in a row about how she had no idea that Pao was going to throw the competition, when literally what came from her lips was, Pao's my best friend in the house. If I don't quiet. Oh.
His voices carry here.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. And that if Pao throws, she's my best friend, I can get Pao to throw the competition.
I tell
and
Amber.
She said that she had no idea. That's such a lie. But I didn't call her out because I don't want to be a target.
I tell Amber, like, little dumb things so that she thinks that she's getting close with me. Because then she's going to go up and be like, oh, you know, I think I'm really getting close with Brittany, and I think I can get this and that from her. But that's when, like, you have to kind of play your game and do things like that. Mm-hmm. She knows very well, like, I don't think Amber's a bad person. I don't think she's, like, this liar and this and that. I think she just doesn't have a mind of her own.
That could be.
She doesn't know the game, and they know that they can manipulate her. And that's why they're using her, because she is a sweetheart and she's friends with a lot of people here. So she's perfect for them to use as bait. With me, I think they probably tried to do the same thing. And yeah, they're going to carry her a little bit further, but how far? Because the reality of it is they're going to stick a knife in her friggin' back when it comes down to it. Yeah. And I think Caleb is nothing, or I think Devin is nothing without Caleb. I think Caleb could get a little further without Devin, but there's just some people here that I really question now.
Well, but if I see somebody lie,
like, I don't trust Frankie anymore.
Yeah. If I see somebody lie right in front of my face when they know that I was in the room with what they said, that scares me. Shouldn't that scare you a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
and they know when they're playing the perfect, like, the face of an angel. I'm like, oh my
But
God.
those things, I'm good at taking those things and, like, holding them in.
Well, yeah.
And just taking note of it, like a mental note of it.
And just
'Cause I
not
know
trusting them.
Because I know that kind of stuff happens in, like, my daily life. You know, that's
Mhm.
how girls are. I'm used to seeing girls.
I don't freaking hang out with girls.
I don't either. And I just don't have time for that. So I just take it as if I see them lying like that with other people.
Just take note of it.
Then I guarantee they're lying to me like that also.
But I would be upset if somebody like that made it further than me in the game, so I'd like people
That's
to
my
know the
thing.
true colors
That's why
of
it was
people.
really hard for me to go home and freaking stay here when I have clearly fought so much harder.
Like in our daily lives, you can just hold it back, because what good does it do to be the better person? In this game, why let somebody, you have to open your mouth once in a while and let things out, because otherwise you're just going to go out the door and you could have possibly, like...
Right. I agree.
You have to just be smart when you open your mouth, that's all.
Yeah.
And if it keeps proving to be true every single time, people are going to trust you.
Yeah.
I've told nothing but the truth. It's only freaking days 18, but still.
I just think if we got rid of them, like, I think we all would actually have so much fun with this game. And with them here,
Instead of
it's
being,
just,
like, scared and bullied.
Dude, we're scared and we're totally being bullied.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they knew that he was going to be kind of a bully before they put him in here, because
Well,
he
I
could
think
have easily been, like, a nice... Because at first I thought he was so sweet. Like a teddy bear.
I thought he was too. But I'm sure they had, like, a plan behind it. I think a lot of it goes into that, like, personality test.
Mm-hmm. You're
too,
right.
You know?
You're right.
Because we all do have completely different personalities.
We do. We're all so different.
But I think all of our hearts are in, like, a good place. I think a lot of us do have good hearts. And that's what makes this game, like, really hard, because we have to learn how to separate, like, friendships and game mode.
It's hard. It's hard for me to do that.
It's hard for me to do that,
I feel like people should be good to me, and they can just come back with, it's a game.
And that's the thing, like...
It is a game.
And like I had told Pao today, like, you have my loyalty, everybody has my loyalty, but once you, like, show me that
you trust
like,
someone until they prove you that you can't trust them.
I don't do, like, the whole second chance thing.
Screws you over every time.
And even though, like, she didn't throw the comp or whatever, I still don't trust her. So to me, I don't care
Is
if
that
she
who you're
goes
voting
home.
out?
I think so.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
But I also feel like, I don't know if Zach's being put up as bait. I could picture Zach being like, dude, I'll be a pawn and I'll just, like,
blow up.
I'll blow up and I'll fight with you and this and that and whatever. And I'll call Pao out and blah, blah, blah. And then Brittany will think, like, I'm with her. Like, I don't know, because I'm sure Devin had the strategy behind it of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that he's just going to be that nice and save me when he just wanted to kill me last week. And now he's trying to flirt with me and bring me pickles because he can't bring me flowers. Like,
no way.
Oh my God.
Please tell me you're joking.
I'm not kidding, Nicole. It was the craziest shit I had ever seen in my life. And then he's, like, inviting me up to his room.
I have goosebumps. I'm so freaked out.
No, he's inviting me to his room so that we can get to know each other better.
Donnie, please go to the diary.
He's all, hey, we don't even have to talk game mode if you want to come up. And he's going around telling all the boys, hey, I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm really, like, into Brittany. Like, dude, I don't know. Shut up. It's a part of your plan. I'm not stupid. What? I am not freaking, like, I'm 2 steps ahead of you with every move you're making, dumbass. And then he gives me the pickles, and so I'm not eating those things. You either poisoned them or you stuck them up your butt or something. And he's like, why would I do that? No.
You said that to him?
Yeah. I'll pretend to be nice and not like. But I'm not going to kiss his ass. And even when I wanted to blow up when he was making comments, I didn't, because I feel like that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And it kills him more. He wants reactions from me, and he wants to think that he's leading me on and winning me and this and that, and hell no, you're not. I don't trust him at all. And I feel like the more that people make deals with him and believe like things that come out of his mouth, the more power he's going to continue to have. Like, how to make a deal like that with him? He's one person in this house that nobody wants here. Don't make a deal with somebody like that.
Well, no, it wasn't just him. It was Amber and Caleb also.
I know, but that's 3 people. I mean, there's 15 of us. That's 3 people. There's 12 other people.
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
It was just.
And that's probably how
Oof.
she will be watching this. If she could float in, she would be like,
But she had my back, and I'm okay with it.
daughter really is good.
Thank you, Mommy.
My freaking daughter. I'd be like, oh, Lord, Bulldog down.
Bulldog down.
Bulldog and my auntie's Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously. No, for real.
No, for like real.
They got
Nicole,
true
are you
barks
straightening your
and
hair?
bites.
At 10 at night?
She said at 10 at night. You used to do stuff like this last week.
I know. I mean, I
So
would
why
still
are you
do it,
changing?
But no, well, my hair's up. Nicole,
Why are you changing? So, okay, I get it. You showed the guy your diva side the first couple of weeks. Now you're showing
No, now
the
my clothes
guy-
finished, so now I don't have a diva because there's no clothes.
No, she's growing up. Get it? She's growing up. Yeah, like I'm growing up.
Going
She
up?
is growing up.
It's always so cold in that room.
Goodness. Yeah, it's real cold now, but sometimes it's nice when it's like you outside and you're sweating and.
Oh,
Hey guys, congrats for surviving week 2 of the eviction. If you guys want to camp outside, oh, that'd be so much fun. Or a sleepover in the living room, and we get to watch a Netflix movie. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Amazing.
Even if it was only like one movie that was terrible, we'd watch it over and over and over. Even if it was like in Chinese with captions.
True.
We'd just be so excited to see something on the TV. I would say we should sit around and like tell ghost stories, but we have to have all the lights on.
I know, that sucks.
If we could just, we have to, okay, let's rattle our brains. Yeah, but if we talk, they want us to keep the lights on.
They always make us turn the lights on if you feel like everyone's talking.
But I wonder if they would like kind of let us if we were just telling stories. Poem.
Dan just came in. Dan just followed me in here. Who? Dan. This is Dan. What's up?
Dan just came in to talk to me. This is Dan. What's up? Go to sleep, Joe.
Go to sleep, Joe.
All right.
That was so freaking funny.
That was hilarious. What a nerd.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I wore this into the DR. Oh my gosh.
Oh my, I feel like I look like my worst every time I go in there.
I mean, I have a racerback bra. I look so trashy when I wear this shirt and this strap. Dang it!
You know what I do?
I'm
If you want
embarrassed.
next time, like I break a hair tie and I tie it in the back.
I mean, I have a razorback bra.
Oh.
It actually fits better than this one. But I thought I was just going to wear this for like 3 seconds because Victoria put that liquid on me, liquid ants, and so I thought I was going to change the name.
What the hell's liquid ants?
Did you hear what happened?
No.
There was a cup full of ants and liquid, and she was like, hold the trash can open. So I held the trash can open, and she threw it in there, so it all backsplashed. So I had ants all over me with liquid.
Oh, I thought it was something called liquid ants, like it keeps ants off you. Oh my god.
No. Liquid. What would that be? What would that be?
What?
Liquid ants, like
I don't know.
You know, I want to think of a real thing that could be. I just imagine it in Asia or something.
Oh, Cody. Swinging by himself.
And sometimes I want to go hang out with him, but then I'm like, oh, he might want some alone time.
So my sandals have been sitting like out here in the sun. They've shrunken like 2 sizes.
Are those your black sandals?
Yeah. Every time I come out here, I'm all, whoa, they keep on getting smaller and smaller.
That is, because we were like, are these POWs? They're so small.
Yeah. They keep on shrinking.
Wow.
So I'm hoping yours will shrink a bit.
Yeah, I should do that. I should try that.
No.
What's up, Broseph?
Nothing. What do you think about today? It was wild.
What's up?
That was wild. All of it.
Yeah, it was crazy. So crazy, dude. Blowout. I mean, he had every right to, but some of the shit that he said, over the top.
Definitely.
Over the top.
Definitely.
You know? But, I mean, I don't know, Devin approached you, right?
What?
Devin approached you?
Yeah.
About,
He
like, the bomb
basically
squad.
basically forced me to be in it.
Yeah, see, and I'm just not down for that because
Not at all.
we started the thing. We didn't start shit. He pretty much ripped us all in.
Yeah.
And forced us in it. And the thing was never put any of us up ever.
What?
The thing about the bomb squad was never put anybody in it up ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he literally just broke that.
Yeah.
Like everyone's being okay with it, and then they went and grabbed you, and I'm like,
He basically said that, like, now that Zach's out, like, I'm in. I'm like, dude, like, oh, sick. That's great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would love to be the replacement in your guys' alliance.
yeah. Like the thing is that it went to shit this week because he called us up there and all that shit went down. Wasn't having shit that he was saying. I just, like, went right to him. And, like, I was just like, no. Like, I'm not down with that. Like, he doesn't trust me.
Yeah.
And for reasons that I don't know, but whatever. Like, he doesn't trust me. I don't trust him at all.
Oh, I don't trust him one bit. And the fact that he tries to strong arm everything that I and everyone else does.
Yeah, and that's why he tried to like do it.
Pisses me off.
But he always says to me.
He basically said to me today, he was like, you know, we have this, like, we have the votes. Like, you know, if you want to be in, then you're good. Like, if you're not, I'm like, so basically, if I don't say yes, you're gonna try and send me home.
To all of us.
Yeah.
And that's why we were all like, here's the thing is that apparently at first when my name got mentioned, they said no, and then.
Well, I know I wasn't mentioned, so it's like...
So my name got mentioned, and they said no. Then all of a sudden, like, I don't know. But they, like, called me up there and straight up were like, so we weren't going to bring you in on this, but we decided we needed another person. So I was like, okay, so number one, you're telling me straight up that I was initially said no to.
Yeah.
And that's going to make me feel great coming up with this, right? And then two, now you decided, and you said to me when I brought in, like, we're going to be getting out everybody else, and like we're going to have the numbers, and you know you can be with us on it, or then you're going to have to go against us. And I was like,
yeah, that's how he told me.
In week one, what am I going to be like?
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think I'm going to pass.
I absolutely cannot stand him.
No.
Cannot stand that.
And here's the thing, even Caleb, like
Caleb still thinks it's all intact. Like he's like in his own world.
You know, like I mean, I'm not thinking that he is anymore, to be honest, because a lot of shit that I'm saying to him is like all of a sudden coming out of the woodworks. And I'm like, fuck. And like, so like me and him are sitting here today, and I'm just being straight up with you because I can tell you whatever. And like, like
absolutely.
with this, like it's just between us.
Yeah.
And like I was sitting here, and Devin brought me up there, and I was like, you know, he doesn't want me to tell anybody that I was voting to keep Zach. He doesn't want me to tell him because he was like, I was like, I'm not sending Zach home, and he was like, don't tell anyone that. So I'm just telling you that, like, in confidence, because it'll come back and bite me in the ass if you tell people that I'm saying that. I'm making because he wants him gone.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He told
me.
He told me.
Yeah. And so he's like, all right, that's cool. Like, just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Like, blah blah blah. Like, I'll cover you on that. Like, I respect that you were honest with me. I'm like, okay, thanks, Dad. Like, and then so I come down here, and I come over here to just be by myself. Like, I just myself, and who the person that comes over to fucking talking to Devin about?
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you call you up there for? Like, now this kid. I'm paranoid. And I found out that what he was saying to Devin was, you know, we need to get the cancer out now, if it's there. Questioning me, pretty much. So now they went back on their word with back, and now Caleb is all of a sudden saying, going back on, what are they going to go back and double cross me? So like I'm like out of it. Like I'm done with this.
We need to keep Zach.
I know.
The only thing is if we do, it's going to cause so much drama.
But here's the thing: is that if the numbers are there, then it won't matter.
It won't.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, it's...
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
I'm trying to think. Let me think for a second.
I would bring people in like for conversations.
I'll bounce this off all of you. You tell me what you think, and it might be wrong. So just say no, that's stupid. If there are some people that took offense to the attacks he made, like as far as the medication, and because if there is, they're not going to tell us because we're all friends of yours. So they're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell him. They're not going to tell him. If there is, and that could sway their vote, do you think it would be stupid to call a meeting, a house meeting, like say, hey, is everyone not like a hey right now?
I apologize to Devin.
Hear me out. And you have everyone sit down and go, listen, I know it's kind of late. I want to catch him before I get to sleep. You know, I had some time to sleep. There's no excuse for my action. I meant what I said about the game. I think we all agree that Devin's kind of been intimidating all of us and strong-arming us, and I stand by that. And whatever, if that's your reasoning for voting me out, I understand. What I would like to do, and I want to go on record and make sure that it's known, I took it a little too far at some points, and then when I talked about your daughter or your medication, that's not part of the game. I shouldn't have done it. I'm pissed at myself for doing it, but I was caught up in the heat of the moment. And I also want to apologize to you, Caleb, and you, Frankie. I don't know why I looked at you guys and said that. That's not the way I feel. And if it came off like that, I apologize. That's really it. That's what I wanted to say. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to vote for me. All I'm telling you is my reasoning behind wanting to stay and why I think I should stay, I think are valid. And I think you guys all have all your own opinions. But I just wanted to clear the air on that. That way, whatever they vote, it's going to be voting on
strictly game.
Yeah,
and
plus,
you know what?
Plus you're standing by your point too, so everyone like knows where you stand.
And some people might say that's bullshit, and some people that might be the deciding factor between. They might be like a little standoffish about the fact that you called out somebody's family member on TV.
Did I call out his family?
No, Pao did.
He didn't say anything about
he
the
didn't
daughter?
say anything about. He didn't say anything about the daughter. That was Pao.
I thought you said
No, all I did was say, you called the house meeting 5 days ago, stood here crying over your daughter, saying you won't compromise your integrity. I didn't call out.
Yeah.
The worst I said was I don't even know why I said that about his missing. What?
You just said
milligrams of Adderall or something.
And people get nervous about stuff like that because they're like, oh, what if he's going to call me out on national TV about my medication? Because there's a lot of people here that take meds or whatever.
I would say all that, but just make sure you also stand by your point. Like,
well, what do you guys think about that first and foremost?
I think that's a good idea. I just don't think I need to go that far.
Know how like people do.
That's like a to me, that's like a desperation.
Yeah,
I'm like right now. I don't feel desperate. I've been counting my votes. It's like you three, Nicole, Christine, and then Donnie said he's gonna vote for me. But even if he doesn't, Frankie's gonna vote for me.
Yeah.
Even though if he doesn't, Jocasta said she's gonna vote for me. Even though she doesn't, Brittany for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And so.
I think you do got it. I wouldn't go as drastic as calling the house meeting, but you should say those things in person to a couple people though.
Yeah.
And maybe I also think you should say that to Devin
in front of people though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it in a closed door with him. I wouldn't say it with just him and Devin.
Yeah, that's true because then other people can hear it.
I mean, because he might first and foremost say to him, "I don't want to talk to you, bro." And then, without him having to say a word, people know he made the attempt to apologize to him.
I'm not gonna say anything to Devin.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve any. Like literally, let's rewind 6 days ago. Him crying in front of he called the house meeting to cry in front of the house, saying he won't compromise his honesty. Okay, he called the meeting 5 days ago, crying.
Yeah.
Saying he won't compromise his honesty and integrity for any amount of money, and then he does that every single day since.
My thing was
so that guy doesn't deserve anything from me. Anything. If I go home because of that, fine.
My thing. What I told Derek is like, so he strong arms the first, supposedly strong arms the first nominations, and then calls a house meeting, apologizes and cries about it, and then strong arms the second nominations. Like,
it's ridiculous.
It's like, are you serious?
It's literally ridiculous.
And that's the thing. And like I told you, like with our group, none of us were supposed to go up.
Yeah.
And then
and then
he's now strong arming another person. To be like, we still have the numbers, so we're gonna.
Yeah. He's trying to strong arm me to get me to like be basically the replacement review. I was like, oh sweet man, that's sick, awesome. I would love to. It's ridiculous. When this stays here,
yeah,
we're all good. I don't know. I think you have very valid points. Very valid points. Just
thank you.
Make sure to get them across to people that don't really have our same opinions.
Like who? Like everybody that's not us.
Yeah, everyone.
All the girls need to talk to.
You think Nicole and Christine will vote?
Nicole and Christine will vote with the House does.
Yep.
Nicole and Christine will have no say. They will vote with what the House does. So if you can convince most of the House, Nicole and Christine got your vote.
Okay. Yep. Agreed. 100%. Like literally hit the nail on the head. 250%.
Yeah. Nicole and Christine will not. They will not go against the House.
They're not going with the minority just for principle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you get most of the House,
the majority will vote to keep Pal.
I don't
think so either, but you have to make sure.
But dude, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah,
it's not a guarantee. Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. It's not a guarantee. Like if you were going against Joey this week after what Joey did, like, dude, just sit back and slop and see you next week.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where
Donnie said he's for sure voting for me.
But you don't know that.
But I don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like he would though. I do feel like he would. He likes you a lot.
And so did Jocasta.
Yeah.
Jocasta said she's voting for me also.
Yeah.
It's just you can't like be like, all right, I'm not going to talk to people. Like you have to and calmly
just
hit your points with him. Be like, I know I went off on a tirade.
Yeah.
I know I went off on a rampage. I might have said something that was maybe inappropriate, but like this is how I feel. And in the moment, I got really heated, but like this is how I feel, and like be like, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm going to be doing in the game, and I would really appreciate it. But like, don't be like, are you going to vote for me?
Yeah.
Because these people are just going to be like, Zach's just attacking me the same way, like other people.
Don't force a vote upon them. You know. Just be like, hey, like I think these are points. This is why I think you should vote for me. It would help your game out. Like make sure it's something that they know it would help them out.
Right.
That's why that's why they're gonna vote if it helps them.
Right. That's what I told Nicole and Christine. Like if I vote, I'm not gonna put you guys up.
I think you're gonna be good. You just gotta make sure to do your rounds.
We're way over.
I think it'll be good.
Here we go.
got us.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This is 4 votes for me right here, so
Yeah.
I just got to make sure I lock up.
Telling you, dude.
Costa, Nicole, Christine.
And I think you got Donnie, and I think you got Jocasta.
So do I.
And Nicole and Christine, they're just going with whatever
Yeah,
else
that's what I'm saying.
That's
so, like,
all it is.
If you guys could, obviously, you guys help me out. Like, don't go over the top or anything. Like, don't any of your game, but like, if you guys could help me out in any way.
No, but we've
you
already
know.
been kind of doing that.
Yeah, we've already
I
been.
mean, the main thing. The main thing that I get is just like, oh, you know, they just said about the meds and stuff. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And it's not anyone in particular, but like the house, like the girls that I was, they just kind of like.
Is this hot thing about to circle us again?
Yeah. It's definitely a police helicopter. They're looking for me.
Yeah, but why aren't they using the spotlight though? Yeah, infrared.
I think my mom sent them like a video meeting.
Night vision.
She was like, "Get my son."
Yeah, so tomorrow I guess I'll talk to people.
Even if you catch some people late today, you know what I mean? If they're alone.
And you just have to be yourself, the one that was here all the time, like.
Right. Yeah.
That everyone was in love with, dude.
I mean, I have you 4 right here and Brittany.
Yep.
So that's 5 already.
Yes.
That's already basically half. You know, if I just tell Christine and Nicole that Donnie and Jocasta are voting for me, then they will go with the house.
Yeah. Well, don't tell them that they are.
Because they check with them.
Yeah, because then they just be like, I think, you know, like I have these people, you know, like I think I'm making my points, like it would help your game out, then they're going to go for it. And plus,
This is a game.
yeah.
And Devin, for me, in this game, is someone that I never would want to, like, have to put my faith in.
The only thing I'm thinking about is, I feel like Derek, you might know better. Do you think he should approach Caleb and Amber at all?
I'm going to talk to Caleb.
You have to.
Amber,
But what do you say to them?
I mean, you know.
Because they're really, well, I don't know about him, but
here's the
Caleb's
thing is
really
that
still on his side.
Caleb straight
No, I know. Yeah.
Caleb said to me that he didn't trust Devin, but then because you were going around, he was able to flip his script.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying, Leslie?
I told you, like, Caleb didn't trust Devin right when it all happened. But then Devin was able to flip the script on Caleb. 'Cause
now
Caleb, Caleb has this persona that he exerts in the house, but there's a lot of different things that Caleb he thinks about a lot of shit.
He does.
And all this entire week, he's had a lot of doubts.
Yeah.
And that was your chance to hit him to catch him on every single doubt that he's felt all this week.
Because Devin has flipped the script and has forced Caleb into thinking that it's all still good.
Yeah, because
he's convinced him. He's fully convinced him that he's like, oh, we're still on board.
Caleb's asked me 3 times every single time I go up there. What did Devin talk to you about?
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he's doing that shows that he's
still,
doubts.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know, and that's another game thing, dude. That's gotta be. You gotta be. When that's going off, that's like game. That's like huge.
I told Caleb multiple times, dude. I can be very loyal to you, and I do trust you, and I have your back way more than Devin. And I've told him that multiple times, and he should believe that because that. And I'm going to reiterate that one more time to him, you know, before Thursday, and hopefully maybe that could, you know, put a light in his head, dude. Like, you can trust me way more than Devin. Dude.
But also tell
I'm
him,
the most
like,
honest person in this
like,
fucking
honestly,
house. Like,
I was heated in the moment, and like the shit that I said, like, I'm glad I only said it, like, to maybe like Hayden, because it's someone that was actually trustworthy
just
for
say, hey,
me.
ultimately, I didn't.
And be like, I'm not blowing up
anything
anyone's
like
game.
that. He's the one who voted me out.
That's it. You know, because that was Caleb's biggest thing, because she was like, blow up all of our games when we said we were going to be loyal to him.
Yeah.
And that's when Caleb turned this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what turned him.
Yeah.
Because at first Caleb was up in the air.
Yeah.
And what turned him was
me telling Hayden. But I
They
had to
just
tell
don't know
Hayden,
how to
Hayden's
play
my
this
boy.
game now.
Yeah, it's just.
They're having a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
with
they
this
are.
game.
Well, because you watch it and, like, I don't know, when your head's like,
it's
coming
all
in here.
over.
Like, I'm just glad that, like, I would have him, like, I'd have him and you, because, like, I'm just like, my head goes a mile a minute, and it's so easy to just be like, like, go with my gut. And that's what literally. I'll be right, and I know that.
Yeah.
I know if I bring personal into this game or continue to do it, I'm going to be out the door at an earlier point than I ever wanted to be.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving week 2. Right now, I'm leaving week 2. No chance in hell. Because especially for you guys, if I make it to jury and one of you force finals, you know you guys.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Which is why, like, and that's the thing, why, like, and that's another reason why we're getting strong-armed into it, but, like, they want him out because in the jury, like, that's a vote for all of us and not for one of them.
Exactly.
Whether it's any of us going up against them, it's a vote.
Yeah.
Like if it's Frankie's in the finals, he's getting the vote. If I'm in the finals, I'm getting the vote. There's in the finals, he's getting the vote. If you're in the finals, he's getting the vote. If they're in the finals, they're not going to get the vote from Zach.
Absolutely. Make that point. Make it. That's all you need.
Boom. No chance in hell I'm walking out that door Thursday. No chance in hell.
You just need to be your cool self, dude. Like dancing that everyone loved. Like let's talk.
I gotta like get my spirits back. Yeah. Like bro, after I did that though, I felt so good. I was so happy.
Yeah, but now you got it off your chest.
Now like I kind of gotta put all the pieces back together, you know, and get like structure back under my feet and dance.
You're
and shit,
exactly
you know what I'm saying. Like I need like the fact that I have your 4 votes makes me extremely, you know, comfortable.
Well, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Just need 3 more.
Because if it goes up to Devin, you're out.
Exactly.
Sending you home.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst. That's so terrible.
I'm telling you, dude, you can do it. You can get them.
You totally can.
It's doable.
Between Donnie, Jocasta, Nicole, Christine, and Brittany, I can get 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Brittany will for me. She will. She will.
You have like a bug on your eye.
She doesn't like Pow Pow anyway. So
That's true.
she hates Pow Pow. So
I mean,
I think that is a guaranteed vote. So.
It makes no sense to keep Pow Pow anyways.
Makes no sense to keep Pow Pow.
For anyone.
She doesn't deserve to be here.
I love Pow Pow. Like, she's an awesome girl, but it makes
She's
no sense.
useless.
Yeah, she's useless.
It makes no sense.
She's useless. She
I say
brings
she's
nothing
the
to the
worst
table.
probably 4 times a day.
Yeah, me too.
She's the worst.
She's the worst.
She's the worst.
You said that too.
She's the worst.
Pow Pow, you're the worst. You suck at everything.
yeah. Well, that was also something that like happened. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
that needed.
That was harsh.
You're like, I'm so. I was like, ooh, Zach, nah, that was one of the other things. That's why, because I was like, there was more than one thing that I turned and was like, how did you do that, Zach? That was one of them.
I don't regret anything I said.
You did it. Yeah, I mean, you're not that kind of person to regret anything you said.
Yeah. So
I didn't expect you to. I was like, you know, me as your boy, I told you to do something, I'm going to tell you. So I just told you straight up. Well, this is what I didn't agree with. But it was. I mean, I was sleeping.
That's what I said. It was
Donnie
entertaining.
literally was
to say
like
the least.
clapping.
Dude,
He's like,
yeah.
See the biggest smile.
Donnie's gonna keep me too. Donnie's gonna keep me too. He told me. Yeah.
Donnie, oh my god.
He knows that Pal brings nothing to the table.
It's not even a matter of that. I think Donnie's going to go against what that power at Bay, because he is not about it.
Yeah, oh, he
He's
hates it.
so not about
He hates it.
What should I say to Donnie, like personally?
Just tell him how
tell him
how it would benefit his game. That's all he wants to hear.
You've spoken
If
to
it
him
benefits
before?
his game, yeah. If it benefits his game, he's keeping you.
Yeah.
I made the cricket face at him once.
And he like thought it was funny.
And he was like, oh, yeah, it's funny. That's how I speak to Donnie. Whenever I need him, I just make that face. You know? That's it.
You know what sucked today is that everybody could be in the bathroom
I'm good.
go.
I'm feeling comfortable. I mean, at the moment.
Here's the thing. This is what you need to remember. What I told you in this game: never feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I said it to you the other day. You're like, wow, this is going great. And I was just like, no, dude, don't. Because now. Don't ever feel good in this game. Period. End of story.
1 second, me and Cody are almost HOH. And then next second, this is all.
Right.
Have a good night.
No.
Don't stay up all
Good
night.
night.
Don't do it.
Good night, Franklin.
Good night.
I'll see you in the morning.
Now do me a
night,
favor. You
Frankie.
see him? Take your hand away and tell me if you can't see him still as good. Later, bud.
Good night.
It's in
night,
the same
Frankie.
spot every time. Oh, there's one next to the wall. Do you see the one off to the right?
You're welcome.
Oh, and one off to the left.
Thank you.
Well, there's a few stars. That. Dumb binoculars.
Need him on your side.
Thank you. Yeah, dude, he's voting for me, dude.
You need him on your side.
Yeah, he's voting for me. I know he is, man.
And that's why I was like, kick you in the head. Because I need him on my side too. He's a huge social aspect of the game.
Yeah.
Period. Monster. Probably the best one in the house.
Oh yeah, easily.
Because he can sway people. But
He's a great talker.
Yeah.
He's very
not
smart.
even that. Everyone trusts him. He
Everyone.
can sway everyone to what he wants.
That's right.
That's that thing. So like, you know, I told you that stuff that, you know, was, I mean, I said, you know, just be careful and say it to him. And I was like,
I know, my bad. But it was only because I said that in my speech, And I didn't really say that like you were.
Yeah, can you tell me exactly what you said to him? Because he said two different things.
I told him the reason. Okay. All right.
Just shoot it straight. Like I can give. It's already out there. So.
Yeah. So. You and Derek were like telling me don't trust Frankie too much, don't trust Frankie too much. Okay. And I was having my doubts. I really was. Okay. But in the day, I really did trust him.
Yeah.
It kind of just like came out.
What did you say?
Like afterwards when I talked to him.
No. Like he came to me right after it, like teary-eyed, and was like, Zach said he called me up because you don't trust me.
All I said was that you tell me not to trust Frankie as much as I do. That's all I really said. I didn't say much after that.
So, that's awesome.
Oh,
I appreciate that. Why did you say that to him?
I don't know.
When was that? When did you say that?
I don't know. It was like right after. He's like, what the fuck are you doing in the bus boat?
We're watching. Are you? Big Brother After Dark, 7 nights a week on TVGN.
About women. It's not like you had something against women, you know, and it was like, you know, Devin's going that has something against women. And it's like all about like which one of them hates women the least.
Wait, I'm so confused. So they're gonna vote me out there, right?
This is what they think.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Calm down.
Zach wasn't in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zach, but he's on the block.
No, Zach was in the conversation.
Okay, so Derek, Cody, Frankie, Christine, Nicole, Hayden. That's it.
I saw your other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
So it would be you and Donnie are 7 and 8.
So, but they're not sure about me. They said they think.
No, Zach said, I'm sure about Jocasta. Apparently you were sitting on the wrong couch.
So they think that they have 8 people to vote me out.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and I'm thinking to myself, like they're talking about like which one of them actually hates women less than the other one. Like basically was what it was. What the conversation
really
was
a
like.
conversation?
I was literally like, I'm just sitting there.
Isn't Brittany gonna vote for Zach too? I mean, for me to be out too.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I talked to Brittany earlier. I don't know.
The point is, I was sitting there and I was like, the guy part of me was like appalled, and like the girl part of me was like really appalled, and I was like, we should vote out Zach and get the numbers back. I'm saying I'm a girl, but I don't know. I mean, I know all those lines didn't really work out so well. But maybe because you didn't have a boy. I don't know. I don't know if I would even trust
No, it wasn't going to work because it was her saying, all 7 of you, let's do this. I know.
Right. So you think that I'm going to go home, basically?
No.
Okay.
Rose, I'm saying you
So,
gotta work
but
on the
I-
girls.
Oh, okay.
You gotta work on the girls.
Because, I mean, Victoria, when she was talking to me about it, she was like, well, I don't know who I'm going to vote for. And I was thinking.
No, she was just trying to save her ass. She knows who she's voting for.
I was like, didn't he just. So,
no, she knows who she's voting for.
So, Victoria.
Christine, please go to the diary room.
Victoria, Amber, Christine.
Well, they say Christine might go with them, right?
Because that's what he's thinking.
That's what he's thinking, that he's
Because he
saying
talked
he
to her
needs to work
earlier.
for you, Donnie, Christine, and Nicole. So it's 4
He's got to
people that
work.
he has to
on
work
this.
for.
Yeah.
But he's like,
Yeah, but he better not come in here with that Jesus crap. I'm going to tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks you're voting for him.
He thinks I'm voting.
Well, see, he would think that because when we were sitting out there, and I was like, well, Pal wants to go home. Weren't you sitting there with me? Oh, okay. And I told you that. I said, he was like, I said,
You
well,
gotta
Pal.
stop saying that.
This was the freaking, I don't lie. I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
you
yeah,
that
I know.
I'm not going to do it. I told my mama that I'm going to keep that. And I sat there and I said, Pal wants to go home, so crap. I guess you're telling me you want to be here. That's who you would freaking vote for. I mean, because you told me you want to go home. You didn't tell me, like, Jocasta, I want to go home. You was like, what the bleep? I want to effing go home. What, Jocasta?
Zach told
you
me.
Talking at me?
Zach told me 2 days ago that he wanted to go.
And see, I didn't know this. Do you okay, the same
but
thing I
since
was
he's
telling
getting
you
that
was
out
sit
there, I didn't, of course kept it to myself because that's his place to let everyone know.
Well, I didn't tell everybody that Pal
Well, that's what I'm
wanted to go
saying.
home
Well,
until...
since he put it out there.
But Pal pumped it up when we walked back in here. Whoever was in here, I know Victoria was in here, I was in here, and then you were still like, I'm over this bull crap.
Another week with Devin. That's why I didn't want to stay here.
You said that in front of everybody. I'm talking about when we was in this room.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Victoria and whoever else was in here.
Well, the point is
and
you
then you said that.
bury your shit with him.
But now, you know.
Hey. Oh, please, we were perfect. Perfect. We were just talking. Come here.
Yeah.
So, the guys. So I was talking like Zach.
I saw.
Yeah, okay. They
You saw it?
are like convinced that they like. Well, first of all, they're talking about like stupidity about like, well, really, Zach, you're not as bad to women as Devin is. Devin's worse to women than you are, Zach. So therefore, it's fine. And literally, I'm sitting there and I was like,
two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly. So I was like, my insides were like throwing up. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about like how like. They were like, well, we definitely can get Jocasta, Christine, and Nicole. Because, like, Nicole flirts with all the guys. And, you know, I don't know, Jocasta flirts with all the guys. And,
Hands off, guys, Eleni.
no, but I was like, I mean, like, I'm sitting there and I was like, okay, obviously the thing that Joey tried to do didn't work.
I hope you enjoyed tonight's Big Brother After Dark. We'll be back with another live episode tomorrow and every night right here on TVGN. I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
The following is a paid advertisement from Star Vista Entertainment and Time Life. In the early 70s, rock music mellowed out and showed a softer side. Singer-songwriters, acoustic guitars, and sun-kissed melodies took over the airwaves, and the sound of soft rock was born.
Cause that's how much I feel for you, baby. How much I need your touch. I'm David Pack from the band Ambrosia, and I'm thrilled to be here to share with you one of my favorite styles of music. Came out of Southern California in the early 70s. It was mellow and melodic, and we've come to know it as soft rock.
Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. You're the only one I care enough to hurt about. Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile for me, Sarah?
Soft rock is a kind of music that's perfect for life's most meaningful moments. Whether it's a candlelit dinner, a beach sunset, or relaxing with friends on a lazy afternoon. It's music that just makes you feel good.
If I could fly, I'd pick you up, I'd take you into the night. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be
These songs take me back to some great times. But before I go any further, let me introduce my co-host, Megan Gunn.